Hey guys, welcome back of another edition of your personal opinions. Remember everyone to like the video, comment your opinion on the video and the topics that we are talking about, and remember to share the video with your friends and your family. All right? Today, I will be talking about working within the call centers in Jamaica. My experience, I would say that it was good and it was bad because I have two separate experiences. Same company, two separate accounts. Now, the first account that I was on, it was good. And in the last part, before I resigned, it was not all that good. Alright, so first of all, for those who are interested, are looking into getting into working within a call center, if you're not mentally strong, I would say it's a no for you. However, if you want to get the experience of working within a call center, you can go and see what it is like. It may be something for you as well as it may not be something for you. I've known persons that came in on the first day and say, hell no, this is not for me. And no matter what you say, no matter what you do, they're like, nope, nope, this is not for me. And that was their first and their last day. Some come within an hour, within minutes, they're like, no, and they're out of the door. They're out through the door. So it is really for me, my opinion, call center is really a mental thing. My opinion is if you're not mentally strong, you will literally go mad. Literally mad out, mad, stretch. Mad person that clean clothes every day I gotta work, swear. Let's get into the meat of the matter. So I'm gonna go from A to Z. You send in your application and resume. If you're qualified, then they will call you. You go in for an interview. Interview is not bad, interview is good. I think the interviews, they're pretty easy questions about yourself and your experiences. Some call centers will give you like arithmetics. They will also give you words to pronounce, and they give you one-on-one interview. So after going through the interview, there's another part. Some give you computer skills to see how quickly you can type and stuff like that. They give you customer service skills questions as well. After going through the interview, if you're successful, you will go into training. Depending on the account that you're selected for, training can lead up to a month or more. After training and within training, you're given exams or tests to do. If you're not successful in your first test And this is just some of the call centers, not all. If you're not successful in your first test, you'll get a chance to do it over. If you're not successful on your second chance, then they will let you know that this is not for you. They may send you home, or they may send you to another account to see if you will be more successful on another account. After you're taking off training, you're sent into nestling. Within that time, you get the chance to do side buys with tenured agents, where you will learn hands-on on what to do with calls, what to say, what not to do. You're in nestling for a month, I think. I'm not quite sure. I think some nestlings take longer than some. Within that nestling period, you are expected to grasp as much as possible. After nestling within a month or so, you're left on your own. Within that time, you're expected to meet your targets, like your quality, your handle time, your production hours. You're expected to know the product to an aspect, to a level. And after nestling as well, or on the job training, you will be ultimately earning your own money, because within the time of on the job training, you're given your full pay, including your incentive and your base pay. You're given that fully without meeting the targets. Understand? So for your quality, for your production hours, for your product knowledge, and some other customers have what they call it, like the customer rates you. I don't quite remember what they call it. Some company have that. So the customer will rate you on a scale of 5 or on a scale of 10. They will rate you on how you help them, how you assist them to solve their issues about what they called for or what they called about. All right. My first account that I was on, the very first manager that I got was the best, hands down. Some persons who know me will agree, as well as some may not agree. Some may disagree with my opinion. At the end of the day, it's my opinion. My very first manager within a call center was the best. She was the best. And the reason why I say that she was the best is because she looked out for her agents. She don't come and throw things on you and say, hey, this is what is required, so let's get it done. She was a person that you could talk with. She had an open door policy. When she left, it was sad for me, because I just knew that the next manager wasn't going to be all that. Um, the manager that we got after that, my opinion, was all for the clients. It wasn't all that bad, to be honest, but with a different manager changes. And the way how they apply themselves wasn't the same, which everybody is different. After that manager, on the same account, we got another manager, which was temporarily. The third manager that we got was better than the second one. That manager also had an open door policy. That manager also, as the first manager, looked out for our best interest. The account that I was on, I think, was the third best paying account within the company. I'm talking about Conduent, by the way, for those who are wondering which company it is. It was Conduent. I am also going to call names. Stacy Go was my very first manager. My third manager was Ryan Miller. Big up yourself, Ryan. Every day. Big up yourself, Stacy Go. Every day. Wanna do the do and come true. My very last manager, she did well as well. She did great. She had done what she could. Big up yourself. Within a call center, you can definitely grow in many ways. You have doorways that you can walk through and earn a lot. That account that I was on, there was a lot of opportunities. No joke, a lot of opportunities. I won't go into details and say the reason why I left, but it was personal issues. Alright, after I resigned for a bit and reapplied, I applied at ITEL. I applied at ITEL. They accepted me for a supervisor position, but I turned it down. Within that time, I did apply as well for Conduent, and Conduent accepted me as a regular agent. I went back to Conduent because I never had an issue with Conduent in terms of getting my pay. Conduent pays you on time. The only way you don't get paid a Conduent, the amount that you're supposed to get, is if something go wrong within the account that you're working on. If you understand what I say. Alright. My first account that I was on, Jenny's Big Up Yourself. She went above and beyond to explain to you how your pay is calculated. She go into details and explain to you how your pay is calculated. So when you calculate it and you see $10 off, you say, huh? And she's a person where you can go to and say, Jenny, you know, say, me calculate my pay and this no look right. She don't have no problem, none whatsoever, to go into that specific system and look and see and explain to you and say, alright, this is where I go wrong, or this is where I went wrong, and let me fix it. That is what I loved about her. On that account, the first account, I'm still on the first account, we lived like a family. Because the thing is, I'm not going to say I was one of the first customer service representatives for the account, because the account was a new account. So I was one of the first customer service representative for the account. So everyone that came within that time, when I left, some of them was still there. Most of them was still there, as a matter of fact, because we had managers that we could talk with. We have managers that had our backs. Understand? Melanie, big up yourself. Melanie was my very last manager. Big up yourself the same way. Alright? Everything was good, but I had to resign because of personal issues. So I resigned and I left the island. I came back and applied at 2 companies. I came back to Conduent, and I was placed on another account. This account that I was placed on, it was extremely different. Different in every way that you can think of. When I was on my first account, we had meetings. If a client said to you that, listen, production hours is reducing, let's have the agents come to work 10 hours a day. Every last one of them, let's have them come to work 10 hours a day. The managers that I had did not say yes. And this is my opinion because of what I see. I could be wrong, but this is just my opinion. I don't think my managers jump and say, yes, all of them can do it. Let's do it. They had a meeting and they said, listen, we have too many persons not coming to work, or we have too many sick, or something. They call our meetings and we have a dialogue on what is the issue. And guess what? The issue is solved. Hey, the second account that I was on, if clients said jump, managers said, how high should I jump from? If client says run, manager says, how fast should I run, or how slow should I run? If them say walk, how slowly should I walk? And then they come and then just then me not to go say then sure, then shove it, they shove it down your throat, and you're there gagging. Feel like you want dead. Feel like you want dead. I went on that account in 2019. I resigned 2018, went back 2019, and to show you, I went on my first account 2012 and resigned 2018. Many of my co-workers didn't know the real reason why I resigned until today. They don't know. They assume of the reason, but they really don't know the real reason. And my first co-workers, oh my God, I love all of them. We were like family. It's like we were brothers and sisters. I love them to death. Anywho, my second account, I don't know what was the issue. I really and truly don't know what was the issue within that account. But they left a bitter taste in my mouth. They make me feel like say me go mad. They don't have a customer service representative support. They don't have nothing, as a matter of fact. I could go into details and talk about it, but I don't want to, because me just will get upset. Me just will get mad. But let me tell you this, Conduent is one of the best, if not the best, company you can work with. Why you think people go work? Not forget money to support themselves and them family, and any overhead expenses or anything else that you have to deal with. Or the hell you're going to try to take money from the worker? And some of the time I don't. Some of the time this is just my opinion. Me not think say HR know about what is happening within the accounts. They must have. I don't know. This is just my opinion. Me no know. Me no know. I'm talking about it right now. Me just get mad. Me just upset. All me can say is before, and the HR managers within that company is the best. And this is just my opinion. You get me? This is just my opinion. Everybody have different experiences. You get me? But me sure say the account I did depend, the account that I was on, everybody have the same complaint. They mark you down for stupid things. They find every single which way they can to take away a little bit of money. Every way. Every single way. Listen. This is the day I left, the day I resigned. Nobody knew. And when I said nobody, I meant no. I mean nobody. Nobody knew. You know what I did? I sent a letter directly to HR. I felt like if I didn't resign, I would have done something and said something that would have offended persons. You know, I would have offended a lot of people on that account. And to be truthful, I have respect for everybody, and I didn't want to disrespect anybody at all, to be honest. That's not me. So the best thing I did was to resign. And everybody leadership style and managerial style is different. But how about looking into yourself? How about putting yourself in the same shoe as a worker? Say to yourself that if I was an agent, if I was coming in every single day and talking to 100 different customers, 100 different, or 50, you take 100 calls, but 50 of those calls is not good. You know the mental effect that have on a person? No. But put yourself in a customer service agent shoe. Listen, there are many different ways that you can encourage and push your agents to do better. But if you're taking from them and not giving them anything, what do you expect? You cannot take and expect them to do better. That doesn't make sense. That don't make sense, not one bit. I remember one of my managers in order to, because we had something that we call peak season. So you know when the peak season calls behind calls right through. To increase productivity, you know what my manager did? He paid or he encouraged the clients. We had good clients, no joke. We had good clients on my first account. He encouraged us by paying us. I'm not going to say how much, but it was really good. He paid us to work through our lunch. You take your first break, work through your lunch, you take a second break. We got paid for that, just to increase productivity, because you know, high productivity you get good pay. But the second account, they don't encourage you. They don't know the meaning of giving. What they call it? Sitting on that sweet and labor, something like that. Quite remember how the something go. You encourage your workers, man. Find some type of way to encourage them to come and work. Every day you come in, you vex up. You don't talk to nobody. You walk the floor 1 and 2 times for the month. You don't interact with anybody. The only time we hear from you is when something goes wrong. If you want clarity on how you're at the first place, me can't calculate my money. Me no know how for my money calculate for me know say alright, this is the exact amount I'm supposed to get. Hey. Girl, boy, I don't know how much I'm supposed to get. All me know say me get pay, cause Conduent I go pay you. Conduent is definitely gonna pay you. I am not disencouraging anybody from working within a call center. It can be good and it can be bad as well. Listen, you can make it. You can make it out of a call center, especially if they have unlimited overtime. Especially if they have unlimited overtime. You can make it out of the call center. What most of them implement is Jesus, customer feedback, something like that it name. I don't remember honestly where the customer rate you. I think that's bullshit. Every time I go in a certain type of thing, me just get angry. Me just angry. Me angry bad. My blood start boil because there are certain things that you just cannot do for a customer. If you can't do it, then you just get a 0. You just got a 0. Even when you do your best, even when you go above and beyond to help, but there's certain things that I just cannot do. And if me do it, me are the one who go get in a trouble. Me are the one where then go send home because me know so me not supposed to do it, but me do it. You get me? Yeah. And that's the customer you allow to give me my money. You have some accounts that will listen to the call and say, hey, this customer service representative did all We cannot pay her on this call. But you have other accounts like the one that I was on. No matter how you did, if the customer gave you a 0, you gotta keep that 0. That's bullshit. That's shit pit. That's foolishness. That's robbery. That's scamming. That you call a chopper. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. Them something that get me emotional. Very emotional. You see, when me can understand on product knowledge, if you mark me down for product knowledge, if you mark me down for handle time,